Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing? This is Rilla. I'm excited to be here tonight. We've got another semifinals match in Los Champs League. This is Tier 7. I need to change this quickly. That makes a ton of difference. However, we're going to try to be precise. Again, so Los Champs, this is Tier 7, 2v2 semifinal. Well, we're going to, I guess, get right. I thought these guys were joining. Anyway, it's going to be a good matchup. We got these two guys battling out to go to first place finals. And they will be facing, whoever wins, they will be facing Omega Nebula. So there is potential for this to be a Nebula versus Nebula final. We will see how this goes. But we've got the number 9 seed Border Hoppers going against Black Diamond Nebula. This is the number 4 seed. Both of these guys have fought through. This is the third round of the playoffs. They fought through to get to where they are today. It's had a hell of a season, 6 weeks of a regular season. And here we are in the semifinals. One thing I do want to talk about really quickly is that we've got a giveaway happening tonight. We've got this giant wheel. We've got 90 entries on this wheel right now. There could be a few more during the match, depending on who's here, who wants to throw up some subs or some bits for cheering. We can add you on. You do not need to be a Nebula member to get an entry into this giveaway. We've got the Titanium White Octane, which is the grand prize, but we're also giving away Purple Octane, Orange Octane, Fire God decal, Slipstream decal, Biomass decal, a couple of Party Time Goal Explosions, and maybe some more items. So that is my shameless plug. I'm going to get my ugly mug off of here, and we are going to get ready to get into this match because everybody is here to watch them and not me. So here we go. This is game 1 of a 7-game series. Thank you for the bits, El Gran Kema, appreciate it. Mossy Matt, hello, hello. Psycho is here as well as this kickoff gets underway, and we have got some aggression already. And Cryptic with another sub. Thank you so much, my friend. As is a dud. Is that what that guy's name is? Tries to take a shot, just missing, and putting it in the corners. We've got Ballistic getting a touch on the backboard to drive this save and this clear out, and pushing us down, getting a ground pinch, trying to take a shot just a little bit wide, and is a dud with good backboard defense here. But Psycho is able to stop that at midfield, and now getting returned by Protophiles. High ball over mid. Curly Fries, I almost called him Crispy Fries. Curly Fries gets a touch, and Izadad now trying to dribble this down. It's getting shut down by Psycho, driving it into the corner. And a demo leaving that net vulnerable as Curly Fries comes in with the shot and does succeed with the first goal here. A little over a minute into game time. Nice maneuvering by Psycho opens that shot up for Curly Fries, and Black Diamond is on the board. Thank you for telling me that. I will get that cleared out of the scoreboard. Excuse me. Protophiles now after the kickoff, just missing his following shot. That little bit of a flick there in the corner, team bumping. It is a dud, and this is leaving the net open. And Psycho is able to continue driving that into the net, and Black Diamond's on the board with 2 in the first minute and 30 seconds. Let's see if this reset the series score. There it goes, and we are back to 0-0. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Curly Fries on the kickoff. Nobody there to challenge it, but Izadud is taking this in the corner, pushing it out. Curly Fries getting a touch. Ballistic getting another touch, but it is wide of the net as we've got Border Hoppers taking control, getting it down past midfield, driving down, trying to look to make a pass. Curly Fries denies that opportunity. Good 50 challenge here in midfield. Is a dud, backing off. Protophile's going to push it down and missing as Curly Fries taking on the defense. Ballistic with the shot and Curly Fries there. Wow. Barely getting it in. The defender was there inside the net, and I don't know if he got pushed in by the ball or what exactly happened, but that was, oh, he just missed it. Very close save attempt by Dizadud. I feel like my microphone's a little blown out. Protophiles getting a sneaking touch there. Following up after the kickoff, look at this. Izadud stalls at midfield, and Protophiles is there. And Curly Fries could not get prepared for that little touch. It did look like it was going to hit the post. But they've got one on the board now. Border Hoppers, a 2-goal deficit. They still got almost 3 minutes left to play in this game. Plenty of Rocket League left to play to get this series score at 1-0 in favor of somebody here. Good challenge by Psycho at midfield. Following touch, pushing that out a little bit. Curly Fries is up, but Izadud denies that touch. And we've got a fake in front of the net. Very dangerous and paying a price as Izadud gets that in the top left corner. And we have got a 1-point game here right around the midpoint of this game. Hey, Boom, good to see you. Awesome at you as well. Havoc, what's up? Back on kickoff, getting pinched out. Off the wall. Izadud following this, but Psycho catching it into the corner. And Curly Fries continuing to press here. Press the defense, getting a pass up off the backboard, but the demo on Psycho leaves no shot to be had, and potentially a shot back on the Black Diamond net. Missing the touch. Profile getting a touch, but it's high off the bar. And Ballistic Psycho just taking that in. I looked away for 1 split second and I missed this goal, so let's watch the replay together. And Ballistic Psycho just getting up over is a dud to push that up on the top shelf. Nice shot. Just under 2 minutes left on the clock as we're back on kickoff. Curly Fries up to touch this ball. It's going high, looking for a double touchdown, but gets another pass up off the backboard. Cannot get that shot in. And now it's the Border Hoppers pressing with this touch up high. Curly Fries is able to actually push that out. I was a little impressed by that, to be honest with you. But still pressure here by the Border Hoppers. And, oh, the missing touch by Protophiles, leaving this ball just left for Psycho. Not a lot in the tank. Couldn't do a whole lot with it. But Curly Fries is there to get it out away from the goal and push this, trying to make a shot, it looks like, carrying it down. And the defense helps drive that in the net as it pinches off the top of his car. And a 3-goal lead again here by Black Diamond Nebula. Getting close to the final minute of game number 1. Kickoff pushes this ball high back towards the orange side in the corner. Curly Fries up again, driving this down, but cannot get a complete pass. But Psycho is able to just dribble this up. A nice slow dribble. I don't think they expected him to carry it quite so well. He pops it up. And look at this triple touch here. Right over Protophiles. And Black Diamond on kickoff. Taking this down. Nice touch to get a pass. Protophiles helping that unintentionally, I believe. Oh, this is on Black Diamond's net. What am I talking about? That was actually really good pressure by the Border Hoppers there, as Psycho is playing a little bit like, looked like he was playing shadow defense on his teammate. Maybe he was blocking the defense from coming and attacking, I'm not sure, but we've got a good clear here by Curly Fries. He's up off the wall. looking to sneak some mechanics in and not able to continue pushing this as Izadud catches, driving now, trying to squeeze this in before Psycho can get there, and Psycho suffers a demolition, but Curly Fries is able to get that touch, a clear end of the corner, as we've got more pressure here by the Border Hoppers, but they cannot get a good shot on the net right now. Really good defense by Black Diamond Nebula as this ball does drop, and they do take game number 1, 6-2. Yeah, Cryptic, that was a strong showing. They started off strong. Border Hoppers did have a good minute or so where they did come back, and Black Diamond brought the pressure back on, and they did end up taking game number 1. They're going to head to Manfield Night as these boys cool off for a minute in between games. What's up, Prodigy? How you doing? And it looks like there is a sub out on the Border Hoppers. We got Orcs coming in. And it looks like these guys are ready to get into game number 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I take a look at something else briefly. Okay, everything is looking good. How we feeling out there, chat? A lot of good support here by Nebula tonight. I see you guys in chat. I really appreciate you coming up and supporting our organization as we are looking to put another team into the finals. I think we've got at least 3 so far. We did have Colmster, one of our college boys, take a 1v1 championship last night. And this shot almost in. Curly Fries able to recover and get that save. That was a fantastic recovery. And this almost in off the post. Psycho tried to get that last touch to squeeze it in. And Izadud from the Border Hoppers now on offense, pressing, getting it past one defender, but not both defenders now as Curly Fries looking to pop this up. Borks able to catch, or excuse me, to touch that and throw that off. And a little bit of chicken in the corner. Izadud flicking past Curly Fries. Psycho shadowing back to the goal. Curly Fries pushing out, clearing the midfield. And a loss of control. Nobody can get a touch here. Border Hoppers now clearing this out from the corner. Curly Fries looking for a touch. Forks missing his, and the net's a little bit vulnerable as Curly Fries tries to pass off the backboard, but Psycho is not there. And now Izadud looking to make a pass. He does, and Forks is there, but missing the right kind of a shot attempt. And a little bit of back and forth here, pressure by both teams. Neither able to convert anything into a real shot until this moment right here. That missed pressure at midfield leaves the net open, and Curly Fries able to strike and get Black Diamond on the board first again, taking them a little over a minute and a half this time. I agree, Mossy. It was a good read. Back on kickoff now. Curly Fries. This could just end up going in. Oh, it's up off the backboard. Forks there to clear. Izadud with a touch, passing down to the corner. And a little bit of rope-a-dope, it looked like there. Some bumps ensuing. Physicality now. We haven't seen a lot. There's been a couple of demos, but not a lot of physicality yet so far for these games. But we may start to see this physical pressure pick up a notch, as it usually does after the second game or so. A lot of either whether it's frustration or just trying to create a shift in the gameplay, we do see demos and bumps starting to play a role in the games, as Curly Fries now taking his time, able to work that 50 out into a clear and continuing to press this ball down. Looking to pass now up off the backboard. Can he get his own touch? No, Psycho is there to help. And that was a good play. This high aerial pass into the backboard left a lot of opportunity for both of these guys to come in and secure a second goal for Black Diamond Nebula. Curly Fries winning the kickoff again. Psycho there to take a shot. Forks denying that, as we've got a lot of pressure on the border hoppers at the moment. Is a dud taking a good 50 here, continuing to move the ball closer to the net. A little bit of congestion in the corners. They battle to try to get a pass together. The Black Diamond is a little close for a moment as they are pressuring this out, but the net is left vulnerable again, and a third goal on the board for Black Diamond Nebula. Right now it's looking like game number 1 just a little further into the match. We may see the border hoppers come back with a couple of goals of their own if this does play out like last game. Izadud now catching, trying to fake Curly Fries, but not successful. Psycho catching that ball and playing that 50 very well to keep that from getting pushed further. Excuse me. And we've got Psycho now on the ball, catching, forcing a dribble, looking to flick into the net, and he almost gets it there, up off the bar, the crossbar. Forks now applying some pressure of his own, trying to 50 this down. Finding a touch in the corner, trying to read his pass is Izadud and can't quite get there to take a shot. Oh, and a good 50 there by Forks, keeping this ball in play. That was dangerous for a second, but Psycho catching that. Now taking this down, dribbling up off the wall, trying to get a bit of a pinch. And he does end up kicking that out off the wall from that challenge. Curly Fries now trying to dribble unsuccessfully as we've got this ball cleared for the moment. Psycho trying to take a shot attempt here while the net is open and push it in. He forces the 50 on Izadud and does pinch it into the net for a 4th goal for Black Diamond Nebula. Carlos says Black Simon. Yeah, Mossy, they are definitely keeping a lot of pressure on. Both of these guys really have some good mechanics for being in this tier. But honestly, I always get impressed by the air dribbles that these guys pull off, and a little more just advanced ball control. As Izadud able to catch this, looked like a missed touch by Psycho here, or just miss in general, excuse me, catching and able to force that in despite Curly Fries' attempt to save. Yeah, Boom, they definitely are. If I had the ball control that these guys did, man, I might be able to regain my Champ 2 at some point. As the clock ticks down here, there's just not going to be enough time for the border hoppers to do much, and we have a second game win in the series for Black Diamond Nebula. Well, look, hey, if I didn't fix that, so for those of you who don't know, I am using, I don't want to call it a plugin necessarily, but it is something that automatically tracks these wins. So as the series goes on, I actually set it up before the game starts, and then I do nothing else, and it takes care of it. So had I not cleared that out, Mossy, it would have now shown 4 wins and a series win. So I appreciate somebody pointing that out to me early on. And we're going to go down to Urban Central. These boys are all ready to go to game number 3. Border hoppers, I would expect to have a little bit of a, I don't know, timeout or something, to have a little bit of a pep talk, just because they're down 2 games in the series, but they're ready to go. So we will send them along here. And Forks will stay in for game number 3 as we kick this off. Curly Fries winning the kickoff. Is this going in? No, it's off to the right of the net. Forks getting a touch, bit of a missed touch into the corner. Is a dud now, getting it around Curly Fries, but taking a bump, which allows Psycho to come up and try to pass this out. But wow, what a powerful touch. I guess he is, was that a back pass? I'm not really sure. A little bit of a volley on both sides here. But now we've got a challenge on on Psycho's touch that cleared that out all the way back side of the field. Forks now taking that rebound and looking to apply some pressure, but Psycho, I don't know if he was out of juice or what. He was slow playing that ball. Psycho was able to take and apply a little more offensive pressure here. Forks missing, giving Curly Fries opportunity to reverse down into the corner and does get a pass out. Oh, Forks gets the touch past Psycho, but misses his shot. This will be high up off the ceiling and out. Izadud misses his shot opportunity, and so does Forks. The whiffs are contagious here in game number 3, and Izadud, with a little backwards flip, is able to strike first this time for the Border Hoppers. Oh, he got bumped. Curly Fries with the assist inadvertently on that goal. And wow, I gotta see this again. This just looked like a miss here from Psycho, and Curly Fries not expecting it, coming up to cheat. That net was open, and the Border Hoppers up 2. Almost self-goaling there was Izadud. He meant to get just a touch to keep control away from Black Diamond and almost put that in the net. And here, almost a third goal for the Border Hoppers. Curly Fries with the save, pushing it off the backboard, and we've got a battle for control here at midfield. 3 out of the 4 players up. Curly Fries now coming to apply some pressure off the backboard, almost squeezing that nice double tap in, but cannot convert. And we've got a race to the net, and Izadud is the victor. 3-0 now in favor of the Border Hoppers, and have the tides turned from the last 2 games to this one. A couple early mistakes from Black Diamond Nebula, allowing the Border Hoppers to really start to stretch their lead, as we've got 3 minutes left still to play in game number 3. Forks now pushing the kickoff down on the blue side of the field into the corner. Curly Fries and Ballistic Psycho taking their time to figuring out which player will apply the pressure. Psycho decides to try a shot and not able to convert, but he does now come back for the demo, but could not convert on that 2-1 opportunity until, the Border Hoppers respawn. Izadud now with a quick little pop shot, extending their lead to 4 right exactly at the midpoint in this game, and they have all the momentum right now. And this is looking like a different Black Diamond all of a sudden, or is it a different Border Hoppers? Kickoff, almost a stall here. We've got a flick up over. Wow, a 5th goal, only 6 seconds. Converting off of this kickoff. Izadud catching, dribbling, and flicking into the top shelf of Black Diamond's net. And another kickoff in favor of Border Hoppers, but Curly Fries able to get the save here this time. But the pressure is still hot on Black Diamond right now, as the Border Hoppers continue to field rebounds, and this fake almost works. Psycho able to save that, and Curly Fries now getting the ball stolen, and oh my god, there's so much back and forth. The pressure here from the Border Hoppers, this is definitely a different team, it seems like, and this missed touch turns into a fantastic fake, allowing Curly Fries to get Black Diamond Nebula on the board. Still a lot of time to play in this game. Can we see Black Diamond make a bit of a comeback? Forks now with the dribble, trying to get a flick, but Shiko able to shut that down. Curly Fries pushing this down. Is he going to shoot or is he going to pass? He does get the shot off of the 50 coming from Forks here to try to get the clear, and Curly Fries plays this just so smartly and is able to score. We've got 2 goals now for Black Diamond Nebula, cutting the deficit down to 3. A minute 34 on the clock to go, but this kickoff for Forks puts pressure immediately on Black Diamond. Izadud trying to convert the shot, not able to do so thanks to Psycho. Curly Fries with the pass, and Psycho is there, and the 3rd straight unanswered goal now by Black Diamond Nebula, coming back so far after 5 straight goals from the Border Hoppers. The momentum has seemed to shift. Can they continue this comeback? And kickoff getting converted by Forks into a big clear, creating a bit of an opportunity for a shot, but not for long, as Black Diamond now is on the attack. This ball, is getting touched. Challenge now from Psycho, pushing pressure on Forks. Into the corner they go. The touch from Forks, able to take some pressure off as Curly Fries shadows, slow plays, gets it right around Izadud now. He's dribbling. And he get this up and over as Psycho applies the bump, but the bump gets into the ball. Curly Fries, oh man, reading the touch, and the touch not happening just leaves the opportunity for them to tear this down. And Izadud now answering back and getting that lead back up to 3 goals. We got 33 seconds left to play, and this is going to be very tough for Black Diamond to pull back and tie this game. Forks winning the kickoff. The ball down. Izadud trying to quickly strike, but that touch from Black Diamond takes this out, and they look to try to squeeze one in. Psycho playing the 50 smartly, but not able to convert. Curly Fries getting bumped off now, and there's a lot of heat on this. Oh my god, he missed his double tap out, but there's just not enough time for Black Diamond to save this game. But is that just not gonna go in? Oh, there we go. 1 second on the clock. Still a big momentum shift to carry into next game, with coming back and getting 4 goals after being down 5-0. But Border Hoppers are going to take this game, this 1 second left to play, a formality for game 3, and there we go. So a very different game 3 from the first 2 games. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here and really see what measured up. Izadud, lead striker for Border Hoppers, all 6 of those goals, 8 shots. Just like I said, a lot of early mistakes from Black Diamond. I don't really know if there was a pace shift in the way the players were playing for Black Diamond. It just seemed very different from the first 2 games. So we will see how things go in game number 3 as we go into Beckwith Park. And again, all the players are ready to go. But we're going to take this into game 4. Yeah, Carlos, they did. I mean, it's good to see that. What just happened here? What am I missing? Player? We're missing a player. All right. Alright, sorry for the silence here. I think we're gonna leave. Alright, we're gonna restart this. I will go back to the screen for a second. Excuse me, sorry. Technical difficulties, not by me this time. It does happen sometimes for me to make mistakes, but I was at a loss for words when we had nobody, or we had one player missing there. Alright, we're gonna get people to join back up here shortly, I believe. At least, hey, look, the sportsmen, why did they join and leave again? Go ahead. And I don't know what's happening. We've got the border hoppers in, waiting on Black Diamond. I do not know if we are having more technical difficulties on their end, so excuse me. I am at least at a point where I can talk a little bit now, so I recreated it, fellas. All right. Looks like we're in. Okay. Let's go. Sorry about that. Here we go. Back to ball. Back to ball. Again, game number 4. That little bit of a timeout there is going to see if that cooled anybody off. It's got to be frustrating for Psycho to disconnect. Probably on Wi-Fi. I hate playing games like this on Wi-Fi strictly because things like this can happen, as we've got Izadud now trying to carry around 2 defenders. Able to get it around 1, but forcing him into the corner. But a good pass, and Forks missing his shot attempt here, and a bump by Psycho as he continues to try to drive this ball down and gets it past Izadud. His touch going over, oh man, off the backboard, and Izadud with the demo opening that net up. And again, the second game in a row, border hoppers strike first much earlier this game. Back to kickoff. Ball stalled a little high. Forks getting a touch, making that high off the wall as both border hoppers rotate back for some reason and take all the pressure off Black Diamond. But they come back up as Black Diamond slow plays this and pushing it into the corner now. Izadud getting it over Curly Fries. Ballistic with the soft touch, but Curly Fries demo on Forks forces that ball to the corner. And Ballistic now trying to slow play this, creating some space with that touch, collecting some boost, and now applying his offensive pressure. Hey, Pyro. What's up, man? We'll get you on the board for an entry. I forgot we have that available. So everybody else, take a look at what you see in chat. As Forks, we watch this replay of Forks getting this second goal for border hoppers. If you have Nebulets, aka channel points, you can redeem some of them for an entry into our giveaway for the titanium white octane and other items that will be happening immediately following this match. And as I'm talking, Curly Fries getting a sweet little maneuver here around the only defender left and scoring here for Black Diamond Nebula, cutting the deficit to 1. And we got 3:30 left on the clock here. Psycho taking this touch off of kickoff. Curly Fries now trying to drive this out as Forks coming with the shot. It is wide, however. And is Boom, excuse me, is redeeming an entry as well. We're going to see a few of these come in, I do believe. Curly Fries off of the wall. Izadud defending that touch, but Ballistic coming in and challenging now. So Curly Fries, we're going to see, try to pass this up off the backboard, getting this across, but Izadud is able to drive that out. Psycho now applying some pressure. And that touch from Psycho following pushes that off into the corner where there's less danger. But we've got the Black Diamond temporarily doubled up on the wall as Border Hoppers take control at midfield. Izadud looking to follow that touch up and getting shut down by Psycho. Curly Fries in the corner. Cannot get a pass completed. And now playing with Izadud to put some pressure on. Forks missing this open opportunity. And Curly Fries with a good touch up off the wall. And carrying this down. Trying now to see if he can get a pass to Psycho, who read his pass wrong because Curly got a little extra touch that he wasn't expecting. Izadud dribbling down. This ball will head towards the center, but Curly Fries able to get that out of the danger zone. So a little back and forth here as Izadud waits on that challenge, successfully neutralizing it. Now Curly Fries with the shot. Where is he placing it? Off the post. Unfortunately, as Cycle comes back in for the rebound to tie the game. A minute 38 left to play. Excuse me, and we've got Black Diamond Nebula fighting to push this to a match point while the Border Hoppers are looking to tie the series. So the question that's going to be answered at the end of this game, are we going to get 6 games or are we going to 7 games? As Forks now taking a shot. Psycho able to save that. And the pressure from Border Hoppers right now is pretty high until this mishap at midfield. And Psycho bumping Izadud off the chase of the ball. And we've got Black Diamond in the lead now for the first time since game 2. Little more than a minute to go. Izadud taking this kickoff, pushing it down, trying to convert into a pass, but not able to do so as both Black Diamond Nebula players are waiting and still on the defense, but taking a demo as Curly Fries. Forks now taking a shot and getting a save from Psycho. And a little bit of back and forth between the players here. That never helps when you're on the offense and quickly getting turned into defense as Black Diamond applying their offensive pressure. It really does seem that the physicality has been stronger by the Border Hoppers than Black Diamond Nebula, and we have seen that at least allow them to score 2 goals this match. Oh my god, Forks reading this rebound off the backboard as they were temporarily kind of on top of each other, and that bump following by Izadud clearing the net open for Forks. The game is tied, 20 seconds to go. Will we see an overtime? Izadud now getting this pushed to midfield. Psycho trying to shadow defense. Curly Fries is here as well. But Forks keeping the ball away from Black Diamond. But that great touch from Psycho. That could be on the net. Curly Fries trying to get there. Not able to take the shot. And the Border Hoppers will let this ball fall to push an overtime in game number 4. As this kickoff, Curly Fries decides to not go for it, and that almost created a very serious shot from Izadud. Psycho now from midfield, pushing this, trying to shut down, and he does deny that clear attempt, and this net is open, but he has no juice in the tank, and Curly Fries went for the wrong move there and could not take the follow-up shot. Izadud deciding to go for a bump on, oh my god, I did not expect that to happen. Creating an awkward opportunity, but this right here move from Forks, a bounce shot, getting it up into the top left corner. Havoc, thank you so much for the bits you've cheered, my friend, and we've got a tie series the Border Hoppers taking that game as well. Yeah, he did, Pyro. He did. That game was by far the most competitive game we've seen this series, as it was tied twice, actually 3 times, excuse me, forcing it into overtime. We're gonna go to Utopia. And while we wait for this, I am going to add these other entries. And let's see. Boom and Pyro. Let's get you on. Excuse me, so I'm not very talkative while I type. It's really hard to do both those things. Alright, we've got now 92 entries into this giveaway with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, at least 8 items to give away here. Heading now into game number 6. So, is it game number 5? Excuse me. Where am I going? All right. Stalled ball on kickoff. Follow-up touch from Forks, but shut down by Psycho. But misreading the touch that was impending from Izadud, and Curly Fries now applying some pressure in the corner. Trying to get this up over one defender. He does, and Psycho is able to get there for the shot. And we've got an early goal for Black Diamond Nebula. They have not scored first since game number 2. They did win games 1 and 2 where they did score first. So could this be an indicator of how this game will go? Stall ball popped up at midfield. Forks getting a touch, pushing it over to the wall, but backing off as Psycho is able to push that out. Curly Fries catching, but losing control in the process. As Ballistic looking for a touch in the corner, getting it around. Forks is a dud, following up, passing that in front of the net, and Forks is able to get there right before that ball finished crossing the net. What a pass and a team play by the Border Hoppers to tie this game 36 seconds in. Cryptic with another sub. Thank you so much. As a little bit of back and forth control, excuse me, happens at midfield. Curly Fries missing his touch to make a pass. Psycho shutting down the Border Hoppers' pressure temporarily as it now gets put into the corner. Bad touch into the backboard. And getting cleared out as Forks now shadow defending, and Havoc with a sub now. Thank you, my friend. Curly Fries with good backboard defense, pushing this out. Psycho thankfully there to continue pushing that as Forks came in, or it was that Izadud for a shot attempt. And now these boys are battling here extensively back and forth. I feel like the pressure has gone up in this game so far. Very fast-paced early on, as we've got a lot of pressure from both teams at all of their offensive opportunities, as that was super dangerous on the Border Hoppers net, but we did not have a Black Diamond Nebula player to take the shot. Big clear here from Psycho. That ball is high, headed back, easily played by Forks. And now back by Curly Fries. Oh my god, what a save by Izadud. Oh, I did not expect that at all. I thought that was a goal all the way. And now carrying this ball, getting it back over Curly Fries' head as Fork is waiting in the wings. Izadud still causing some chaos. Both Black Diamond players are caught up in his bobbling of the ball. It can be confusing to be caught in the middle of that, as both players are waiting to kind of defend, as this 50 puts that ball in a dangerous spot for Black Diamond, but Izadud cannot convert the shot. And a catch after that Little aerial from Curly Fries and some bumping now on Forks, creating some space, but neither team able to get any additional shots on net at this point. As the pace continues to pick up, Curly Fries with a great touch from the corner. That ball's hanging, and Psycho was a little too far back to play that properly. And that was a very big missed opportunity for Black Diamond Nebula, as Forks now pushing this down. Ballistic shutting down that forward progress. But a bad touch by Izadud is going to allow some more pressure from Black Diamond here. Hey, Tony, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, both teams have really, really good defensive right now, and that is one example of it. Izadud getting in the way. Psycho now with the demo, but missing his following touch, and given a little space from Border Hoppers to continue touching the ball as he is heading back for boost. Curly Fries takes control, but loses it quickly as Izadud advances down into the corner. And again, the pressure from both teams is very high right now. We've got very good, strong offensive plays and great defense happening on both sides of the field. Izadud slowing it down, carrying the ball on his car, trying to get a flick, but it does not carry very far here. And at midfield, the Border Hoppers do lose control, but Psycho with little boost trying to convert into a pass and not able to do so. Curly Fries getting a good touch at midfield, but Forks is there to follow up, and Psycho with the good touch, getting that over both defenders, and this ball coming off of the crossbar could not be saved. Excuse me, by Forks. And Black Diamond Nebula in the lead again now, 30 seconds on the clock. Not a lot of time to go. I will call it a fake, Pyro. Forks pushing this to the corner. Psycho taking his time, measuring his maneuvers, and is able to get it past both defenders, bumping Izadud in the process, excuse me. Curly Fries trying to come in and create some chaos, but that wasted a lot of time on the clock here. Border Hoppers are very short on time. Not much to do except keep it up at this point, which they do temporarily, but Curly Fries allowing that ball to fall. And Black Diamond Nebula now is back in the lead of the series, 3-2 at match point. Alright, I'm going to change the map, and then I got to add these other entries into this giveaway before I forget. We are going to game number 6. We're going to put it on my favorite Neo Tokyo. And I will come over here. Let's see. So we got Havoc and Cryptic, right? With the subs, and who else? Who cheered with bits? Was that Havoc? I think it was. Where did that go? I lost it. I think it was Havoc. So let's get this on. Excuse my dead air, guys. I'm a horrible caster right now. This is double duty that I don't normally do. And all right, these entries are complete. We got 96 entries now into this giveaway. Heading to game 6. These boys are ready to go. The Border Hoppers were in the game immediately, or in the team immediately joining the game. A double commit on the kickoff from Black Diamond Nebula wins the kickoff, but man, we haven't seen that happen in quite some time. As Forks now is trying to get a touch, continue this through, and he does, but Curly Fries is able to get that cleared off to the side. Psycho with a double touch on the wall, continuing, looking for another touch, but losing control as Forks comes in now. This net is open, and bumping Curly Fries just to make sure that ball goes in uninterrupted. And we've got the Border Hoppers striking first again in game 6. So far, whoever has scored the first goal has ended up winning the game. So it's going to be interesting now at this point in the series to see what happens as this kickoff allows Forks to come with the shot. But the save does keep that from going in now. Fry's slow playing this, trying to dribble this down, getting it past one defender, missing his aerial attempt. Okay, faking his aerial attempt. Thank you, Pyro, for correcting me earlier on these. And Ballistic Psycho now with the aerial. Good control in the air, trying to push for the far corner. Cannot get it in the net. Forks on the defense. Curly Fries now looking for an aerial of his own, dribbling, getting it past Forks. Did get a reset, but could not find the net as the defense from the Border Hoppers was solid until this moment. Psycho was able to field this rebound. He was waiting in the corner for this ball to get cleared out. Great positioning, and we've got a tie game. Kickoff, and it is a dud. Pushing this down with a shot from the corner, getting it in. Quick strikes, gets them in the lead. Again, 3:33 to play, and we have seen some pretty good Rocket League so far. I agree, Carlos. There is a lot of heat early and late in these games. But this goal, I did not expect that to not only sneak in, but it even touched the post and barely had a change in trajectory there. Still going in. And we've got a 2-goal lead from the Border Hoppers after, a short time. It was tied just, 10 seconds ago? I don't know. Oh, is that what happened? Did you go back, Pyro? Are you researching that information? That's good information. So Orion Nebula, yeah, with last season for us, did go undefeated, I think, all the way until, what, the second or third round of the playoffs. So this team was one of the ones that they beat in the process. And a demo from Psycho on Forks, and Curly Fries getting bumped off the ball, but is a dud. Just missing his, oh my goodness, missing his touch, allowing Curly Fries to take control of this ball. And man, that is a bad thing that happened for the Border Hoppers here, because he was able to carry that right around Forks into the net. And we've got a 1-point game. Absolutely, Pyro. We always take those. Psycho taking his time, trying to get a ground pinch, which he does, but it does not take off the way I think he expected it to. However, he is very keen on taking control of this ball again with the back pass to Curly Fries, but Curly Fries was not prepared for that and allows it to go. And missing this touch, Curly Fries doing some shenanigans here. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but that 50 gets the ball away from the offense of the Border Hoppers, at least for the moment, as we see some more slow playing here. These guys, I wouldn't say they're playing with each other. They're just trying to create some opportunity, and in the end, it seems it has worked, as Black Diamond finally is able to score another goal and tie this game. Kickoff now was won by the Border Hoppers, but a big clear from Black Diamond creates this shot opportunity. The save coming in for the Border Hoppers, but Curly Fries trying to create more opportunities for shots. Psycho unable to get there for that pass, but Curly Fries catching again, trying to shut down the offensive pressure. As Psycho doing that demo definitely helps the case, as Curly Fries is slow playing this, continued down into the Border Hoppers side of the field, and finally, after getting double teamed, loses control, and Isadud is able to squeeze this up over Psycho because, you know, this is the tough part, being the second or third man in a game and watching that kind of pressure happening to your teammate, because you kind of want to rush in and be the hero. And man, the patience really does pay off most of the time. He was waiting, but he was a little too close up, and that ball just got past him. But a great save here by Curly Fries, and Psycho now continuing to push this onto the orange side of the field as Forks trying to take control, and a Curly Fries missing the touch, and neither Black Diamond player can get back to save this here. And we've got a 2-goal lead again by the Border Hoppers. I mean, could we see a Game 7? We've got less than a minute to find out if Black Diamond can come back and tie this again and either force an overtime or get the winning goal. Excuse me, I was coughing. I had to turn my mic off. A good defending touch by Forks there. Takes control away from Black Diamond Nebula, creating some space, and a miss from Curly Fries puts the pressure on Psycho to hit the ball down the field, and now their net is left open. A good pass from Isadud, but Forks could not get there to make the shot, and a demo on Forks leaves the pressure off the Border Hoppers. Psycho struggling to gain control. Curly Fries following this ball up. And this ball is dangerous, but the time, I think, is too short for Black Diamond to do anything with this game. And we are going to go to a Game 7 in Champions Field between these two teams to decide who's going to the finals to face Omega Nebula. Man. With the way this series started, I did not expect this to go back and forth the way that it has, to go into a Game 7. But man, we are watching some pretty good Rocket League here. So I am not very disappointed at all. We'll go to the original Champions Field here. And it looks like Black Diamond Nebula is taking a little bit of a timeout here. Maybe they're either having a pep talk, taking some deep breaths, trying to figure out a change in strategy to apply to Game 7, as they have lost some momentum that they did have in the beginning of this series. At this Game 7, I expect to see some fireworks, because neither one of these teams want to go home. I know they both want to be on the big stage next week for the championship. Game 7 underway as kickoff ensues. A strong kickoff for the Border Hoppers, getting this into the corner on Black Diamond's side of the field, but it looks like both players are out of boost, bailing back to their side to refuel and give a little bit of space to Black Diamond Nebula, and Curly Fries is able to carry this up and pop it up over Forks here to score this first goal in 19 seconds. And so far, if you remember, every game, whoever has scored first has won the game. So this could be the indicator. The Game 7 could go in favor of Black Diamond Nebula, as this quick little shot and gets a second goal for Black Diamond. Curly Fries just waiting in the perfect place for that touch out of the corner from Isadud. Kickoff leaves a high ball that Forks is able to go after, but misses the shot. And now that net is vulnerable temporarily as Curly Fries pushes this into the corner, collecting some boost. And oh man, what a pass. And Curly Fries is there, but Forks, what a save. That ball just went right where he was positioned. And this ball could be dangerous. It's high center. But Izzadud is there first. Curly Fries applying more pressure now. Double commit by the Border Hoppers, leaving a shot opportunity, but a save by Izzadud. Curly Fries trying to take, getting shut down as Forks drove it down into the corner, but now it's getting cleared. Coming back, Psycho. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. Either way, it missed its target, and we've got Psycho trying to still keep the pressure on after that demo. And what a save from Psycho this time. It was a good shot by Izzadud. Oh, and this is going to pinch off of the 50 into the net. Border Hoppers making it onto the scoreboard. Now, still plenty of time to play in this game. I told you there was going to be fireworks, and man, so far they haven't disappointed. They did get Black Diamond did get 2 quick goals, but the Border Hoppers are back on attack. Now this kickoff ball sitting a little too long for my comfort, and it leads to an opportunity for Psycho to take it to the net here. And they do have a 2-goal lead once again. Happening quickly after the kickoff. The Border Hoppers did not follow that ball up, and that space allowed Black Diamond to capitalize. This ball here, Izzadud missing his touch. Curly Fries is up, but he's missing. Psycho keeping this in play. Can he squeeze it in? And he does. Curly Fries was there as well. Hard to see where the Border Hoppers were. It looked like Izzadud expected that to get cleared, and nobody was home. And we've got a 3-goal lead in favor of Black Diamond Nebula now. As Pyro is redeeming another entry into the giveaway. Absolutely will get you up here. Don't let me forget. And that ball could be in. What a save from Izzadud for sure. Getting it now around one defender, but cannot get back to the ball to take a shot as he tries his best here. High off the backboard, but Psycho takes control. Excuse me. Looking for a ceiling shot or a ceiling pass. Not able to get to the ball quick enough. And this Curly Fries could not get the right touch to keep that ball out of the net. The lead getting chopped down by 1. Still 2 minutes and 15 seconds in this final Game 7 to play. The Border Hoppers are not ready to give up. I can see the way they are applying pressure. But this shot, oh man, off the crossbar. Curly Fries was a great attempt. Still trying to be a nuisance and prevent these guys from clearing it too far back. And a demo. Black Diamond Nebula leaves a 2v1, but Curly Fries, oh, with a touch, but missing his second touch. The one thing about demos is they do put you in good defensive position, which was very helpful right there. And that was a pretty good save by Psycho as well. Team pinch. Forks missing his touch. Izzadud with a big booming shot from downfield. Trying to recenter the ball is Izzadud, but cannot get that done. At least not right this moment as he's trying to apply more pressure. Touching, getting this around. One player is Psycho, but Forks coming. He was going to get a demo if Psycho didn't move out of the way. And the pace has picked up. Oh man, what a touch by Psycho. And the demo by Curly Fries. This, I knew it was going to happen. These Game 7s always bring out the most pressure from both teams. And Psycho looking to pass, almost getting a good 50 in the process there as it comes down. Psycho, oh man, unable to get back in place to get that save. And now it's down to a 1-goal lead for Black Diamond Nebula. Thank you again for the subs, Cryptic. Man, you are showing so much love tonight. I appreciate you, my friend. Excuse me. Back on kickoff now. That ball is high, and some team bumping on Black Diamond prevents them from putting some offensive pressure here now. They're going, oh my goodness, caught up again. These follies could cost them a goal, but Forks could not get the right touch on the ball, and finally that gets taken away from being super dangerous. Although that demo... Oh, what's happening here? Slow playing, Ballistic getting in the way. A lot of time got run off the clock now. The time is short. That ball getting high, up over for Izada to try to take a shot. He does pass it, and we've got... Oh my God. Wow. I cannot believe that was not a goal to tie the game. That was so incredibly close. What a finish to the game. Border Hoppers, man, my hat is off to you. You did not let off the gas pedal all the way until the end. Yeah, Curly Fries, you should have shit yourself. Excuse the language, because that ball did not show any white on it when that game froze. I know all of you saw that. I cannot believe it. But we've got the victory from Black Diamond Nebula to showdown, a Nebula versus Nebula finals match. That is, we've got 2 of these happening next week now. I am so floored.